Okay. Sorry in advance about this. Like, I literally can't. Okay. So, anyway, I wanted to do a couple things before it hits midnight. Um, with my alt account, one of them, my main alt, if that makes sense. So let me pop over to what I'm doing. So I've got my main mining right now, but her pets are in the jungle. It's which you can see here. Here, and let's turn off the, oh, it doesn't like that at all. You see how much it slows down. I am going to close down a bunch of other programs I have up because, oh boy. All right, so let's shut down literally everything that I'm not using right now, which is pretty much everything. I'm almost done with some work I'm doing, but I have 6 minutes before midnight so that I can take advantage of one of my boosts. So I wanted to do that really quickly, but I had a couple other things I wanted to show you that I thought might be helpful. And so, all right, I think they're closing. All right, let's see if it catches up a little bit. And feel free to ask me any questions you have, or let me know if there's anything that you want to see in particular. This alt is at, and I'm going to look at my main account to look at my alt so that I don't show other people's usernames any more than I already did. Sorry. You know, and I'm just realizing my lady is not in with my main. Okay. So let me try to figure this out. And I might need to, I just add whoever, I don't care. So if it makes me wait, yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna put my main somewhere, my alt somewhere, bring my main in, and then we'll just kind of go backwards. So I'm going to, uh, let's literally just go into my private server for now. And then give me a sec. I'm going to pop my main into there with her. I need to leave. And I'm using like a multi instance program to run multiple accounts at one time, but I don't feel like setting up both streams, so just give me a sec. And the cool thing is we are in a 2x weekend, and so I'm able to make twice as much money, which is always great. Oops. All right, I got 3 minutes. I'm trying to hurry up here. All right, I'm going to join my, we add all the folks here. And because I'm streaming, I might try to get a couple lab points or see what I can do with my alt while I'm on here, because my main is at such a high level and I don't mind showing the usernames now. That way you can see the level. But as you can see, I'm at 9839 out of 10,000 for my pet score, which means that I'm one rebirth away from getting to 0.4. So that's what I thought might be interesting to show you. But I also have used my shiny boost for the day. So I tried to build up a bunch of coins so I could use my Met boost. And because I'm in a 2x, I'll make enough to really warrant 15 minutes worth of like an auto hatch. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to go ahead and claim this. And I'm going to go ahead and I have 414 stones, which is fine. I'm only going to use one to get it up to 0.04 because I don't really want to invest a bunch of stones on my Met altar right now. And so let's see how much room I have first of all. So I have 369 pets. So let me go ahead and for this one, I went ahead and bought the auto fuse because I was just getting so annoyed. I was getting so annoyed. So I have 3 alts. I'm going to keep one that's like not paying anything. And then I'm going to get one. I have one that I'm just spending everything on. So this one I'm not spending everything on. Like I'm not getting all the boosts and all the whatever else. But I did get the fuse all because it's such a pain in the ass and it saves so much time. So I just figured I'll go ahead and do it there. It's about $5 or £5 depending on where you are. 399 Robux, which is like $4, but you can only get $5 increments, so might as well let you know it costs about $5. But it's well worth it. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna let this run, and while I'm doing that, if you have any questions at all, please let me know because I really love this game and I've really invested a lot of time in it. So while I am letting this auto hatch run, I'll show you my other player. Oh, sorry. Let me just switch the view so you can see it. And it's just hit midnight my way, so I'm quite tired as usual. But this is my main, so I figured I can show you what she's up to while I am auto hatching. Let's see, I've got some guests. Hello. But yeah, I'm just hanging out in my server. So I've maxed this thing all the way out. I don't know if you can notice the shinies. Look at this, right? 100%. 100%. 100. Now, granted, I did get that with some lab points delegated to that, but that is wild to me. And it also saves me like 80% on my mines because I don't have to use the shiny boost. But yeah, my goal right now is to just go ahead and max out speed. So once you get to 0.8, it stops at 2.5 million stones per hit. So I'm guessing I have about 9 more. So that's what, about 22.5 million. I've already maxed out my luck here. I'm gonna guess again. I don't like to look stuff up. I like to play this as I go. So before I go further, just showing you around with my kind of souped up alt. If you don't like to see what's coming, just stop for a bit. I'll go back to the alt that I'm working on in a second. But Yeah, I don't like spoilers. I didn't want spoilers in my game. If you want to come in my server with me, feel free to jump on that QR code. It'll take you to my site with all the links so you can come here. If you have any questions, please let me know. But yeah, I've maxed that out. Oh, let me go ahead and get my skibidi boop. I'm just using them all on stones. Whenever I get them. Use me. So, yeah, the shiny luck doesn't matter for me anymore here. There's all my guys. I just got a full team of Crimzacs because I wanted to. I wanted to. Let me check on old girl. Yep, she's still clicking away. So I'll keep showing you around a bit. I had another really huge milestone just the other day. I finally finished every single thing in the rebirth cave. And so the last thing I needed was the clone. And so now that I've got that, that's like a huge boost for my metal clusters, which means that I get ingots a lot quicker because when a pet is cloned, that pet gets a metallic luck multiplier based on the number of clones. And so, yeah, cloning is very helpful in that regards. And I think cloning is really slept on. It's really like that's the first thing I really do try to max out or get as high as possible before, it's just really untenable until you kind of get to a place where you can make stones a lot more quickly with mining. So let's see what we get here. That's so funny that literally everything's going to be golden or shiny. So max this out. Pardon me, friend. Max that out. Max this out. Max everything out. Of course, I've maxed out all the exo exotic crystal stuff a long time ago. Whew, I am sleepy, y'all. I'm working on some projects for my other with Sophie's, so I'm sorry if I have been away. Like my game is always running, so you're always free to join me. But I haven't really been able to be as active, so that kind of sucks. I'm still auto hatching on my other one. I'm shocked that I haven't gotten any shinies. I've set it to stop for me to see if I get a shiny, but I haven't. Yeah, I maxed out all my rune walls. Let me show you the rebirth cave. If we have some time. Let me see where we're at. Yep, still going, so I'll show you up there. Again, if you don't want any spoilers, if you just want to wait and see how things look when you reach this level, then highly recommend just going somewhere else for a little bit, and I'll be right back with my 0.3 level alt that I'm going to move up to 0.4 with you guys. And let me triple check that everything sounds good, looks good. Not missing any questions. Okay. Thanks, guys. And so, yeah, you have to like do all of your fires to show that you've read everything. And then you have to pick which pet you want. Sadly, you can't pick it and use it now. You have to wait till you ascend. That would have been cool. Same here. You have some points that you can put on like multipliers in the game. I don't know what this is, but it must be nice. And then I'm gonna guess. I neither care for or want a actual answer to this, but I'm gonna guess that this means that if you're mining for something, that you'll have a higher chance of getting the thing you're missing. So those stragglers are a little easier to get. That's my guess. And then shiny stone luck, I've figured out because I've read the wall finally that one shiny stone is 1,000 regular mythic stones, and so that's really nice. I'm happy to be in the jungle to help my alt because it helps me boost my 5% exotic crystal score that I get to take with me. So I'm just letting her rip. I don't really plan to actually ascend until I get my alt to at least 0.5, at least where she's got a few mets on her. But yeah, that's it. So fun, fun, fun. Did I miss something up here that you might want to see? Nope, that's just the column. I've tried jumping down into the main game from there. You cannot do it, just in case you're wondering. Yeah, so I maxed this out. And again, another guess is that as you ascend, you're able to get another 0.1. This only goes up by 0.001. And so I had to get 0.0. Yeah, 0.001. So I had to get basically 100 of these stones, which cost they start at like they start at 100 quintillion, and then they go up to 200 quintillion, 300 quintillion until they max out at 1 sextillion, or whenever it hits a lot, that means it's at 1 sextillion. And so that's where it maxes out. And then after that, so that's like the first 0.00, that's the first 0.01. Sorry, my math is terrible. I don't know why I like this game so much and I'm so bad at math, but so it maxes out at 0.01. So then you get 0.02 and 0.03 and 0.04, and it costs 10 sextillion a piece. So I'm guessing that when I ascend, it opens it back up so you can do another 100 sextillion to get to 0.2 for each level that you ascend. I'm going to guess. That's my guess. Logical, hypothetical, what do you call it? Educated guess. Hypothesis. So again, my goal right now is I'm just going to try to max this out. And then if I get that maxed out, I'll just keep working on my carts. I don't know what it goes up to. I thought it would just go up to 20, but maybe it goes up to 25. I don't know. Again, I don't like looking ahead. I don't like... What the hell was that? Did you hear that noise? Oh, I got a shiny. Was that what that was? Oh my gosh. That literally scared the shit out of me. I don't know what that noise was. I got a shiny. I don't know what that was. Okay. Freaking me out. Did I miss a comment or something? I'm sorry. I might have gotten a follower. I have like connections with Twitch and stuff that do stuff automatically. So if you followed me, thank you. That is what that is. Oh my gosh, hi. Hello. So I'm guessing this is someone watching from Twitch who just gave me some love. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions about what the heck this is. At any given time, if you're watching from Twitch or Kick, I could be working on a website or talking about politics or debating somebody or playing this game, doing hair. Like literally, I have so many with Sophies. So I'm lazy. I didn't want to switch them all out for I didn't want to switch them all out for Twitch and Kick. So they, like literally anything I go live on just goes straight to Twitch or Kick. But YouTube and some of the other ones are separated into separate accounts. But yeah, if you're curious about who I am and what this is, you can go to withsophie.co.co. I'm an old woman, and so I have a lot of experience in my life about several things. And so, to make it easier to share some of my knowledge and to seek knowledge from others in certain areas, I have started this business. And I think yeah, it's a little laggy just because I got a lot going on. Sorry about that. But yeah, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you so much for the love and the follows and the hearts. And wow, that's really cool. Sorry, it scared me. I wasn't ready for that. But okay, while we're here, I'm gonna go back to my other account because she got a shiny. So let me pop her up so you can see. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and work on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna get my other chick back mining, and then I'll be right with you guys on my alt. My main account is Fee Fi Fo Fum. So my name is Sophie, so that's where Fee comes from, which is hilarious because I wound up marrying a British man, right? So Fee Fi Fo Fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. It's hilarious that I ended up marrying an Englishman, but anyway, it's hilarious to me. So I got a shiny buzzling, which is nice. And so let's see if we have any more that we can. Well, before we do that, let me see where I'm at with space. So yeah, I only have 32 more slots. So first of all, let's put our guys in there. I hit R on my laptop as a keyboard shortcut just to quickly get the best pets. What's it called? Equipping the best pets. You can press R if you don't want to keep coming back here to click that. And then I'm going to hit X to auto hatch if you don't want to click that. And then let me let that roll for a sec. While it's doing that, because I only need like 32, shouldn't be long. And again, I bought auto fuse on this one, so it's just a lifesaver. Because again, my other account, the alt that's super maxed out and super crazy, I did not buy auto fuse on that, and I didn't buy auto fuse on this one until like a couple days ago. It was very recent, like a few days ago. And so like the amount of clicking, like 5 things, fuse, 5 pets, fuse, 5 pets, fuse, 3 pets, fuse. Oh my God, it's mind blowing. Like, so once you get the fuse all, oh my God, I should have done it sooner. I'm just so cheap, you guys. And also, I wanted to show like it's possible to play this game without spending a dime, you know? But here's the fuse all. You gotta make sure you click the equipped button because, you want to get those guys too. And it's so cute. Watch this little animation. It like pulls all your guys together. I like how it kind of keeps them in order. And then boom, there you go. And you got to do it again because those are all fusible. And you'll get a whole bunch of mythics from here, which is nice. And no shinies. I got a shiny once doing it this way, which is nice. But as you increase, your shiny scores, it'll eventually be 100% like my other one. So that's pretty cool. Oh, sorry. So I want to just go ahead and run out my money. I'm going to hit X again. So I have 108 divided by 8. This is what? 100 and okay, so 8, it's about 20, 24, so 6. So I have about 160. Is that right? That I could get 160? Yeah. So I got a long way to go. So I'm just gonna let that rip again, and I will keep showing you stuff on my alt because that's a little more interesting than sitting here watching the auto hatch. But again, my goal is to go ahead and run out all my money so I can have a lot of stones and then also rebirth. And once I rebirth, not only do I hit 10,000, but I'm able to go into the machine cave, if you will. So that's going to be really fun and awesome. Okay, baby. All right, she's all right. And again, don't hesitate to ask me any questions if you're curious about what this game is, what I'm doing, how do you get started, or go ahead and click the or click your phone or whatever you do to get that QR code in there. It goes to shinies.withsophie.co, and you can see all the information on how to connect with me, how to download the game, how to get started, how to get into my private server. And I am very, very, what do you say? I'm very like, I'm a slut. I'm slutty with my pets. I'll give them to anybody. I'll put them anywhere. So I'm very, yeah, very happy to share them. So, yeah, take advantage of that. Just come in, let me know where you want them to go, and yeah, and I got you. All right. So it looks like my Twitch chat. There it goes. All right. So I hope I didn't miss any questions because it was kind of spinning for a bit there. But let's see. I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to my alt just so again you can see the more interesting account. Oh, thank you. I see I have some visitors. This is pretty amazing because I don't, you never know who's watching or if this is of interest to anyone. So I'm so glad that this is hopefully helpful. And if you're just like a parent like me, what if you know about this game, you're not just coming to it from another place that I'm on, and you're like, oh, collect all pets, it's awesome. I'd love to do a poll to understand just how many adults got hoodwinked into this shit from their children. Because almost every person that I talk to over the age of like 17 is like, yeah, I started playing with my kid. And then I kept playing and my kid stopped, but I kept playing. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, that's exactly what happened to me. So it's just wild. But it's just so fun. It's so fun. And then again, this is my alt account that I'm on, or this is my main account, Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum, that I am on. And yeah, so I showed some things. I maybe can explain this a bit. Oh, and I got over 100. That is so crazy. That is so crazy to me. So what I might do too is I'm gonna pull my pets into the mine. I'm gonna hit R just so they can quickly get in here. Sometimes sometimes I'll get a Moonlight Hunter Cerberus or whatever, and I'm like, nah, I want my all Crimsacs because they're just so cute and pink. I love them. But yeah, I want to start building up some money in here because it helps me to stay out in the field longer for others. So I'm in my private server now, and I think people, you know what? I'm being a bitch. I'm being a bitch. I have people in here. Let me go put these guys back because I have plenty of money. So they come in here because again, I'm very liberal with my pets. I will whore them out to whoever wants them. So let me go put these guys back because they probably came in here thinking, oh, somebody's in the jungle. This is great. We can make all this money. I'm sorry. Here you go. So let me pop them in here. But what I wanted to show you is that whenever you're over like the a lot amount, you can stay out here longer because even though I'm only making like 90 trillion, 100 something trillion, I'm mining for stones. And so as I'm mining for stones, I'm not recouping this as quickly as I'm spending it. So what I normally do is I actually take this off and I just use 20 quadrillion, but that's still way more than 80, trillion. And so eventually, this, even though it's a lot, this is 2.2 sextillion, it still whittles down. And it whittles down pretty quickly, to be honest with you. Like two sextillion, that'll last me while I'm mining for maybe a good day. Maybe a good day. But I like to really get it to where it's like E plus 22, which is 10 sextillion, and then that way I know that I have a nice buffer. I can let my guys go wherever, and I'm still able to comfortably mine for stones. I'm happy to go ahead and click this one now. I don't need to click the star, which is times 5, so it gives me 80% less that I have to spend, because again, I'm at 1-to-1 for shiny luck. So this starts at like what, like 100,000 or something crazy. So to get down all the way to 1-in-1 is so amazing. Like, I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, I'm just gonna check this out with you real quick, because I can't imagine I'm not still auto hashing. I'm not. Oh, I spent all my money, guys. Okay, that's good. That's great. So yeah, just explain shimmering gold and prismatic shine really quickly if you're curious. Shimmering gold, basically, you get a gold multiplier based on your shiny giant score. So the more shiny giants you get, the more money you make. So as you can see, when I have them in the mine, it goes up to like 2.5. On a non 2x weekend, it's still like over 1 quintillion per second, which is insane. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good for money. And then prismatic shine is why I'm able to have such a high shiny score, because I get a shiny luck multiplier based on my giant score. So I just got this one over 3 recently, which is so crazy. And then this one is at 101 times 101. That just got over 100 today. So it's pretty awesome. But again, my goal, I don't give a shit about giants. At this point, I'm going for stones. And that's why I'm really trying to increase my rate here. So I'm at 0.91. So again, I'm hoping to get that to 1. I'm guessing that's the cutoff. Luckily, it caps at 2.5 million per click after you hit 0.8. So yeah, I'm in a good place for that. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the follows and all that jazz. Thanks for visiting the site. I'm seeing some folks on there. Again, it's shinies.withsophie.co, or you can just go to withsophie, SOPHIE.co. Hi, baby. All right, let me switch it back over to the alt. So oh, honey. You okay? Oh. She had a really bad cold recently. So she's just now feeling a little better. Hi, friend. So I have a certified sniper in here with me. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep my other guy in the jungle so all those shiny mythicals can help everybody out. So I'm just gonna sit here and make bank while and I don't have to do it anymore. I bought the fuse all, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here while I fuse them all, but now I don't have to do that. So I'm just gonna go fuse my pets real quick, and then I'm gonna rebirth y'all. So let's go. And for keyboard shortcuts, I'm just hitting E and then hitting E again, and it automatically does it. Yeah. And then I hit E again, so now I hit E. And I got quite a few mythicals there, so that's great. Now I could get 2 more let's do that. I want to get the last two prodigious that I can, because why not, you know? And then I have some tricks here that might be helpful for how I rebirth with my Primal Prodigious and Primal Ascendant and Primate Mythical. So right now I have 208 mythic stones that I can get when I rebirth. I already have 314, so that's a really good amount. And the reason I want so many is because as soon as I hit this cave, they're gonna get gone pretty quick. So like I want to get at least I don't have to worry about the automations just yet because I already have the fuse all, so that's fine. But I want to really start working on some of these. I think I'm only going to get one egg right now if I can. I'm going to do the rare because that's the only one I can get where I can consistently make money on it. But I'll think about that. I'll have a talk through with you on that. But okay, so I have a lot more prodigious that I could get, but I'm just going to cap it. I'm good for now, unless I need to. So here's what I'm going to do, just to kind of squeeze out every single last mythical that I possibly can. I'm going to look and see what I can do for like any sort of additional fuses. So I could easily get let's see, a bloodhound pup, which would give me another brimstone fledgling. I cannot do that with buzzling, and I cannot do that with cinder. So let me go ahead and pop these guys or fuse those guys. So let's see. So I could do a bloodhound pup. You know what? I have enough. That's a lot. Let me go. And y'all, I'm lazy and I'm greedy at the same time. So let's see if we can just go ahead and get that guy. And let's quickly max out what we can get one more time. Just because that's like 7 or 8 that we can get. So why not, you know? Oh, and I got a clone. That's awesome. Okay, so let's go fuse what we can fuse. And let's hurry because what I want to do is actually go for this lab point and try to rebirth it in under an hour, which is a little harder than you think because I have a short attention span. So I don't like to sit there and wait while it's auto hatching a lot, but we'll see if we can make it. So I don't have any prodigious that I can get, which is okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just get a bloodthirsty bat. So I'm not going to worry about that. Get a bloodthirsty bat. And then, of course, just get any mythical. And that just gives you one more egg. Or one more stone. So why not, right? Okay, so that's enough. So here we go. I see I could get like a few more. Like 4 more, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and light these. Kick the tires and light the fires. All right, so here we go. And I'm not going to worry about much. I'm just going to try to go ahead and get to my 10,000. And I only have, what is that, 71 to go. So because I have an hour, let me hit the control so I can see how many pets I have or that I need to get. Hi, friend. All right. So I have a really good magnet range, so I'm making money from my primary account being in the jungle. I don't really need to go over there, but it's okay. So I'm just going to hit X in order to auto hatch these. And we'll see how long it takes. I'm going to try to get them to the 42 and then I'll move on. I'm not going to worry about too much. I usually try to what do you call it? Like get hidden eggs and stuff. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about it too much. That was a cool little symbol. I had an egg luck and I found a new one. So that means like instead of a common, it actually gave me an uncommon. And it was an uncommon I hadn't had before, of course, because I only have 2 of those. And so let's just see if we can, how quickly we can get to 42. We're at 22. It goes pretty quick at first, and then you'll, of course, you'll get these stragglers. Hi, darling. Well, I guess while this is running, let's pop on over to old girl. Hi, Baron. I got some Twitch love again. Thank you, guys. Hi, friend. Hi. I'm on, hi, baby. I'm on Kick as well, but I just don't feel like trying to make a doc for that. So I'm sorry if you're talking to me on there and I just don't see you. One of these days, I will get the gumption to, yeah, to set that up so I can see that chat, but that's all right. We're not too far off. I'm at 34. So maybe I just need to just be patient. I have no patience, y'all. So this is my other one. She's doing pretty good. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see from like a fully completed account. Again, I'm not going to ascend. Hi. Thanks guys for visiting with Sophie.co. You can go to shinies.withsophie.co for collect all pets specifically. Oh, so sorry. It's late, y'all. I live in the United Kingdom, and so it is 12:30 in the morning. So I am just a touch exhausted. Let me go ahead and actually get my metallic, excuse me, thing here, and then I'm going to just grind it out. I'll switch this one to a ingot lab and just let that run and hopefully get a bunch of mets, which means a bunch of ingots. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see if I can make it for this hour. The other one is just at 40. It actually might take another minute or two just to get that one to 42. And I never really mind going over because this is so cheap. And again, I have that auto fuse, which makes it easier to just click a button and you get a bunch of uncommons. So then you have less to do, less auto hatching to do for those. So it's quite nice. All right, one more. So let's go ahead and switch back over. And I'll just leave Fee on the crank. Oh, hi. Hi, sweetie. This is my baby. Well, she's not really a baby anymore, so I have to get that through my head. She's 2 years old. And that's pretty awesome. So I have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. And I have 42 common pets. So I'm going to hit X to stop and C to go ahead and release that. And then let me just hit R so I can get some of these quests, because why not? And then let's go to the desert and use the pets we got. So E. All right, and then E, and then E again. All right, and I see Triss is at 0.0. So you are in for a treat. And look, I got some kind of award. What did I get here? Yay, so I hit the 10,000, you guys. So that means I can go into that cave. But I'm just going to wait a bit. I'm going to wait a tick and see if I can get rebirth in under an hour to get that extra lab point. Because that's way more important to me right now. Okay, so let me hit this on X. So this means that I need to get 19 more uncommons. So tired, you guys. And I have 527 stones, which sounds like a lot, but after like 2 clicks in the lab over here, it's not going to be much. So we'll see. Let's see. Trying to catch C between hatches so I can accept my quest reward. I love these these keyboard shortcuts. Shortboard key cuts. I love these keyboard shortcuts because they really help with, oh, look at that. And because I got 0.4, I got 2 lab points. So that's awesome. And I'll get more as I go up. So before I do anything, let me use those. So I'm gonna go to research. Let's see, what else can we do? I don't care about me at all. I don't care about my clicks or hits or whatever at all. It means nothing to me. I want to I'm making so much money from my drops, so that's fine. I guess we can do let's just increase our magnet range a little bit more. You know, whatever. So let's go ahead and get back to auto hatching, which you can click, or you can do the keyboard shortcut X to start your auto hatch. This is wonderful. So my next goal, since I got 10,000 pets or 10,000 pet score, is I have to get 50,000 shiny score, not 50,000 shinies, a 50,000 shiny score. And so sorry. Hey, baby. Oh, yes, it's okay. Alrighty, so that really entails a lot of auto hatching, getting those generators up, and honestly trying to get as high a pet as you can. I'm so sorry. I don't want to cough on her. Sorry. I don't want to cough in your ear. Okay, so I feel all right. I think I'm gonna cough some more, so I was trying to find a beverage. I'm not gonna drink that. Wait, let's see. Not that I'm above it, mind you. I just don't want to take her milk. But yeah, you don't know me. I could enjoy formula. I don't care if you judge me or not, but no, I'm not going to do that right now or ever, really. Um, I will say though, when I was pregnant with her, um, like I ended up having her really early. So she had to be on this like really special formula called SMA Prim 2. And I don't know what prompted me to just taste it. I was just curious. And it's like something in my brain set off. It was just like the best tasting thing I've ever had in my life. It was so good, but it was like a weird taste, but I had to have it. So yeah, I'd make her a bottle and put a few scoops in my mouth. Like it was just so tasty. And I think what happened was I think I might have had like some kind of pica or I had like some kind of vitamin deficiency or something. So that's why like that tasted so good because it was chock full of vitamins basically. So luckily I live in the UK again and so I had her over here and they're amazing. I didn't have to pay a fucking dime. And so yeah, highly recommend if you can move to a place um with what is it? Centralized healthcare. What is it? Universal healthcare. Yeah, do it because it was great. And so I got all that formula for free. And so even though I was like skimming off the top, it didn't cost me anything. So that was great. And one pet away from 48, guys. And that's going pretty good. And I'm at 40 million, so that's great because you really want to get a pretty high money count so you can get those big um prodigious eggs. All right, we hit it. So I'm going to hit C. I hit X to get out of it. I'm going to hit C to go. So let's go to the Arctic. I'm going to go ahead and go there so I can pull my pets in over there. Let's go ahead and get the easy egg. And then that way I'll hit R so they can get to work. Let's go ahead and fuse these babies. Sorry, a little stuffy. And fuse them all again. Every time you see this little spyglass or whatever, it just means that that's a new pet you haven't had before on this rebirth. Let me clarify. So now I need, what is that? 19. It's always the key phrase here. I need 19. I want to lock them in the Arctic just so I can get that. I have to hit R again because they all got caught up in that fuse. And then let me check on my other lady. She's doing fine. And so let's go ahead and hit X to start getting these rares. And we are 14 minutes in. So doing pretty good. I'm going to hit C. And I'm going to hit F, so I can bring my guys to the beach. And I hit R so I can equip my best pets. So that's kind of why I'm also like, once I get into that, well, I'm in the cave now. Once I go into the 10K pet score cave, which is the machine cave, as I call it anyway, there is a machine to automate. But since I bought Fusel, which is what that really does, I don't really need it just yet. So I want to save that 100 stones to put towards like getting more eggs and stuff. So I'll only get that like way down the line. The other thing it does is it equips your best pet automatically, which again, I just hit R for that. I don't care to do that manually. I don't care about doing that manually right now. 9 to go. So it's going pretty quickly for the rares. And let's see. my other account. I have 4 minutes left on my metallic boost. So yeah, things are going really well, really swimmingly. Um, really proud of my petsies. Let's see. Let's just be patient. We need 6 more. And let me make sure I'm not missing any questions in the meantime. Oh, I'm so sorry. Again, it's very late my way, so I should go to bed in just a minute. As soon as I'm done with this. And I'm also working on a video project for a group I'm a moderator in called Digital Ground Game. And it's phenomenal. If you are someone who lives in America and you've been really disenfranchised with the state of the country and the current presidential administration, highly recommend checking out digitalgroundgame.org because it's just a stellar community of really, really wonderful young people. I'm like the oldest person there. But there are folks who want to actually engage in political action, not just debating, not just talking, not just complaining, not just voting, but actually moving into the real work of like phone banking, door knocking, email campaigns, all kinds of things. So it's just a beautiful team trying to really make a difference. So I'm really happy to have connected with them, and they've been really sweet about letting me kind of cross-pollinate some of my work with Stand with Sophie. So right now you're watching me on Shinies with Sophie. But I have a lot of other with Sophies. So feel free to check them out. You can go to withsophie.co. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions about any of that. Otherwise, we are at our 60. So let's go ahead and hit X to stop, C to accept that pet, and I'm going to open this door just to make life easier. And I already got that free egg, so I have 10 more minutes before I can get another one. I'm not going to use my... Okay. I'm not going to use my... I'm not touching it. It's just bouncing. Okay. I don't know what I did. It's like we bouncing, okay? We bouncing right now. So let's go ahead and get out of that. I'm going to try to get these easy hidden eggs since they are not requiring me to use both of my hands because my baby is taking up my right arm as usual. All right, so let's go ahead and fuse the rares that we've gotten. And I'm just going to move my other account, my primary account, because if you don't, it will time you out after 20 minutes, Roblox does. So again, if you're like, hey, how do I stay on longer than 20 minutes? How do I let it go overnight? Go to shinies.withsophie.co. I have links for the different like auto clickers that you can get. I have links for multi-instance programs that can help you to play with multiple accounts at once. Yeah, and it's all good and it's all fun. It's all free. If it's free, it's for me. And so let's go ahead and get these epics. Okay. Can I get into... I still need 17 more to get into the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. We've got plenty of pets. Okay, let's go ahead and let that ride. I know. It was egregious to her too in her sleep. All right, so we need what, the 13? 13 epics. And Triss, I'm curious if you came from the site, because we're not friends. We need to be, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be? I'm gonna be sure to add her. I don't actually, I better wait, because when you're on multi-instance, you can only really do like Robux payments and friend connections and stuff from one account, and I'm not sure which one is on my back end. So Triss, if you're listening, I will absolutely add you. That way you can take advantage of the friend boosts, especially during 2K, or excuse me, 2X weekend. That's always amazing and a really big help. Alrighty, so we need 8 more. We're getting there, guys. And my metallic luck ran out on my primary account, which is fine. Curious to see if that got me any ingots, so I'm looking at that real fast. Yeah, so I'm at 6. So I got a few, which is really nice. They're very helpful. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and click that lowest one. I know you can't see it, but I'll talk you through it. I have 6 ingots, so I'm just going to get the titanium aura, which gives me plus 100% stones from mining for 1,000 swings. And so it just helps me to get more stones. Every time I hear the word stones, I think the Fifth Element and Gary Oldman's amazing portrayal of Zorg. All right, and really close to get. We should need 3 more for the epics. Now, I could spend some stones in the rebirth cave working towards the finder enhancement, whatever, where you get the rainbow spyglass. That means that all this waiting we're doing to get the last 3 would start to cut down, because it helps you kind of have a higher probability of getting a pet you don't have yet. So just this game, y'all, this game is so intricate. It's so well thought of, and it's the guy who did it is, I just learned, is 2 zoos. It's just one guy, 2 zoos, who made this amazing game with all this math, all this probability, all these statistics. Like I can't imagine they're not some kind of crazy genius working for the NSA in their spare time. Like they're absolutely so smart to not only figure all this out, but then to develop it and make it fun. And I just love it. So thank you, 2 zoos. Alrighty, we just need 1 more epic, y'all. And we're almost there. And I wasn't around in the before times. Like there used to be a time when there was no mine, when there was no crank, when there was no grove. And the whole point of the game was just rebirthing, and I think pet score. And so, I don't know if this was his plan all along to get to this place where you have the ascending and all the exotic pets and stuff, but what a ride. Like, what an amazing thing it must have been if you were here from the beginning. And we got all of our epics, so let's go ahead and use these guys. I can get into the jungle now, so I can make all this money. Again, my magnet score is really good, so I'm doing okay for being able to make money from pretty far. But in fact, I maxed out both walls Except for I didn't realize there's yet another upgrade I can get to get even more magnets on that main +1 wall. So I will do that at some point, but probably not anytime soon. So let me go ahead and fuse. Okay, sorry. The epics that we got. Got some legendaries too. That's all from Egg Luck, which is awesome. You want to work on that because then when you start to get into the mine or even in the generator, when you're generating prodigious eggs, they automatically go to ascendants. And then if you're generating ascendants, of course, they automatically go to mythics, which is like automatic stones basically. So it's pretty cool. Can I do it one more time? Yeah. Okay. There we go. So now it's just about making bank. I need to sit here and just make money, but let me go ahead and get the last legendaries I need. I just need 3 more to round out this one. So 2 more. Excuse me. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. I've been playing for about a year now, but I was really lucky. So just one more legendary. I was really lucky because I got with a group of people who played regularly, and we were all in a server together, in a private server together, and they were really wonderful people. But you know how personalities and clashes and things happen, and there was one person in particular in that group who, yeah, she need to make more money, y'all. So I'm gonna sit here and just absorb the funds. Or let me go ahead and fuse these guys. But yeah, so you get, it's usually what, one bad apple that spoils the bunch, and unfortunately that's what happened there. But life moves on. It's no big deal because it's just a game. And I think that was really the issue, is like, for me, this is just a game. I love it. Like, don't get me wrong, I play it 24/7, but it's still just a game. And also, like, the second it's not fun for me, I'm out. All the stuff I built, the website, all that, hopefully it remains to help people. But I know there's going to be a day where I'm like, okay, I'm good. I've enjoyed it, and I've gotten enough enjoyment from it, and I'm good. But I don't see that day happening anytime soon because this game is so great, and I still have a long way to go with it. And I'm one of those people who has to do stuff to completion. So I definitely want to try to get all the bags. But again, if on that journey I lose the joy of this, if I lose the fun of not having fun, I'm done. And I think that working with or being in a private server with people who were just taking this shit way too seriously was it was just the last straw for me. Like, it's a game, and it's a children's game at that. Okay. So yeah, just calm down. But anybody coming in my private servers, if you're wanting to take it seriously, that's fine too, because I'll support you every step of the way. But one thing I wanted to show you, so sorry, is that the highest person score, collector score in this game is 10.5. 10.5. So here's the top collectors everywhere. So this person is at 10.5. There are 8 exotic pets, and they have 3 iterations. So there's essentially 24 ascensions that you can have before you literally finally get or collect all the pets, right? And so the person who's been playing this the longest, grinding it out, playing every day, is maxed out at 10.5. There's 3 people at 10.5. And so it's kind of like, okay, thank you guys. Yeah, keep coming in, keep showing some love. I really appreciate that. But yeah, it's just it tells you a lot. Like you're gonna be here for a while if you're serious about this. Um, yeah. Or if you're having fun with it, it'll probably suck you in too. It's like a whirlpool in that way. It's captivating because you just don't expect it. I literally was playing with my kid, and then we get back on a few days later, and she's like, "What do you want to play, mommy?" And I'm like, "Oh, let's want to play Collect All Pets again. That was really fun." And then we play, and then she's like, "Okay, I want to play something else." And I'm like, "You know what? You go ahead. I'm gonna stay right here." So she'll come and play with me every so often, but for the most part, yeah, I'm a 43-year-old woman on Roblox. But it's great though, because I'm glad to be here. Um, I mean, I was on here before Collect All Pets, just making sure that my kids were, uh, I say kids, but my 6-year-old and her cousin, my nephew, um, they've been playing Roblox forever. And so, you know, I've always kind of had an account on here, but never has a game captivated me like this one. It is just so cool. But yeah, that's my story. I'm pretty sure it's similar to so many other adults on here. Um, I'm glad though. Like, I'm so glad I haven't met anybody who doesn't have kids, because I feel like that if I see that, I would really be weirded out. Like, you got to this game because you're on Roblox on strength, like on GP, like you're just out here a grown up on Roblox. Like I just don't see how that's even possible. Um, like you would be instantly sus to me, instantly sus. And so yeah. So I feel like an oddball, and I'm on Discord again, in a few other servers, and so like having my little Roblox symbol up is just it makes me feel so funny. But you know what? I'm proud. I'm a proud capper. So I'll take it. I'll take any derision. It's all good. So yeah, I'm just here making bank. So I'm about halfway through this hour, 33 minutes through. Why don't we? Excuse me. Why don't we take some time to look at this cave then? Since I believe I can make coins from that distance. But yeah, we're able to come in here now. So sorry. And yeah, so this is the generator. It costs 100 stones. And then I want to get one egg that I want to crank or generate. And I'm happy for that to be basically whatever I can make cut in half. But since the generation speed that I would be starting at is like a quarter of a second, I can technically cut this in half because we're in 2x, and I'm going to think about the rest of the time that I'm playing. Oh, honey. So if I'm making about, let's say roughly 100, like that's not going to stay like that. Yeah, so 60 goes down to 60, a million, really? Really? Okay, that's not quite right. I'm trying to look at this number here. It's really wildly fluctuating, but let's just say I'm able to make 200,000 consistently now. We're in 2x. So on an average day, I would only be making about 100,000 per second, right? But if I'm only cranking at about 0.25, even if I get that up quite a bit, yeah, because I'm only adding 0.01 per click. It's going to take a while to get to, a substantial crank per second. And it goes all the way up to 5 eggs per second. But for now, I know I can actually multiply that 100 by 4. So I can easily make $400,000 or coins per second to begin with. And so I want to get an egg that costs less than just under 400,000 per second. So that's going to be my reasoning. Let me go and get that egg. And so let's see. So the rare is 120, which would be a nice safe bet. But even though this is quite a bit more than 400,000, what I think I want to do is crank the epic, because again, we're in 2x. So I'm not too far away from that right now. But then the more I increase this, like the more coins I get, the more stones I get, I'll pretty quickly be able to jump up what my per second will be to make it easier for me to keep cranking out epics. So I think the egg I'm going to purchase first is going to be an epic. And also I got the Prosperous Grounds, which earns a gold multiplier based on my exotic crystal score. So as I get more exotic crystals, that helps my gold rate. And then finally, I got a shiny multiplier, a shiny gold multiplier. So let me show you what that looks like. And this means that every time I get a shiny, it helps me with my score here. Let me go to my other account, just make sure she's good. She is good. So let's go back. So this is glittering gold. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. And again, you get a gold multiplier based on your shiny score. And so that is really cool. And that means that even though, again, if I'm cranking out the epic egg, I can anticipate being able to cover it really soon as I get more shinies, as I keep letting my pets get the exotic crystals. So I think that's the egg I'm going to go for. So Sophie. And then as you keep going, you're going to want to kind of just start from the lowest and go to the next ones. So my first egg that I would get would be the epic. Like when I was first playing, made a big mistake and I was like, oh, why not get the highest egg? So I got the prodigious egg. They all cost the same. Look at that, 250. Why not get the highest one? And then I just didn't think about the fact that, yeah, it's going to cost you 8 million for every single egg that you crank. So you want one that you can crank consistently. So again, 550,000 is reasonable. So that's the one that I will go for. I wonder if I can buy it without buying the... Nope, it requires the generation station. So here's some of the other machines real quick while I'm just trying to accumulate wealth here. This generation speed is what helps this to go faster, your generator. The automation station is the one I was saying I don't want because it basically lets you auto-equip pets, automatically fuse pets, which again, I'm okay for. This is so important though. Calcification station. Basically, it converts mythicals into mythic stones without you having to rebirth. So super amazing. Again, not critical right now, but the cool thing is that as you start to generate and crank higher eggs, this will start to really basically give you more stones without doing all the legwork of rebirthing every time. So you can spend your money without having to start over from scratch, or spend your stones without having to start over from scratch, which is really quite nice. Okay, and so let's go back and try to get that last legendary. and see if we can get it. After you. So let's go and hit X. And the second I get, I do want to kind of observe this, because the second I get this, I want to stop it as quickly as possible, because it's cheaper to get higher eggs. So I need 5 legendaries, and we got it. So I need 5 legendaries to make a prodigious. So that's 5 times 25 is, what is that? 120, 1.25. What is my brain trying to say? I need 5 of these, right? So, okay, so it's 12.5. I'm so sorry. It's 12.5 million. So instead of getting 5 legendaries, it's cheaper to just get 1 prodigious egg, which is just 8 million. So you're saving 4.5 million by purchasing the prodigious as opposed to the legendary. So sorry. So yeah, that's why you want to be kind of conservative there. All right, so let's go ahead and fuse these guys. Fuse in again, and let's just see if we got one more in us. We do. Okay. So we have gotten all of our legendaries, all of our prodigious, one away from an ascended, and we need 5 mythicals. So honestly, let's go ahead and run prodigious and see if we can make a dent in that. So what'll that be about? 60? Is that right? 8. We'll see. We started at what? 24? 240? Sorry. Say that's like 40 then. Alright, so again, it shouldn't take too long. We might get some egg luck and get some ascendants automatically, which would be so sweet. I'm literally going to spend every dime I have if I can. And there we go. Let's go back and fuse these guys. Alright, so we got that final ascended that we needed. And we got 4 out of 6 of the eggs that we need, of the mythicals that we needed. So let's see what we are missing. We got quite a few here set up where we can fairly easily get these. So let's have a look. So I'm missing the night sky wyvern, and the bat. So all of our flying thing, well, no, because Crimsac flies. Anyway, so the wyvern and the bat. So I could do either. We just need one more prodigious for either. So let's just get the bat here. And then the wyvern here. And we'll just get whatever mythical. Okay, so now we can fuse these two and go ahead and ascend. Not ascend, sorry, go ahead and rebirth. So sorry. So then, boom, boom, boom. And again, I'm not too concerned on this run about anything other than getting in under an hour. You know what, but if we can make a little bit more, let's make a little bit more. I hate to leave money on the table, so let's just chunk you over here. Oh, and you guys, I don't know if you're fans of the show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right? But I've been sleeping on it for a very long time. Until a friend of mine was like, "Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's so good. You should check it out." Uh, a few years ago when we were working together, and then every now and again it comes up in conversation. So I was like, you know what? Let me finally go check this show out. I love not Joss Whedon himself, but I love his shows. Firefly was outstanding. I liked what I saw of Dollhouse with Eliza Dushku, who makes an appearance in Firefly, which is so, or excuse me, in Buffy, which is cool. But yeah. So I just finished all 7 seasons yesterday. I got you. I got you. Watch your head. You okay? Are you coming? What's your tummy? What's your hand? Okay. Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to talk Buffy, let me know because I adored it. Sorry, what a great show. Like, I hate to say it though, the ending kind of snuck up on me. Like, I was, again, I don't like spoilers, so I just was like watching, just go along, and then it was done, and I was like, wait, what? That's it? Like, I wanted more, but at the same time, like, even though the ending was very much, it gave closure, it's like of all the episodes, the ending was the worst episode, but it was still very good. It's hard to explain. Um, Enjoyed every second of that show except for I just think the last episode had points where it could have been better. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. But I was just really surprised that even with me feeling like, oh, that could have ended, it still ended so good. It was still such a good show. Like, it wasn't like Game of Thrones where you love it, terrible ending, and just you kind of have to write the whole thing off. Like, how can you watch any of it knowing what happens? It was still very good. It was still a very good end to the show, but just I had thoughts. Okay. So my friend who got me into it, I was like, why did and excuse me, and wouldn't it have been better if so, but overall, I'm gonna watch it again with her because she wants to do a rewatch and I want to catch up with this podcast that she told me about that literally um, watches every episode of Buffy and then they talk about it and then they write a little song for every episode. They have a custom song they do. So I'm just curious to see what that is all about. Sounds fun. So yeah, I'm gonna probably rewatch it again with my husband and with my friend. And so yeah, just something nice to do. So again, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, everybody. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Excellent show. Very fun, very funny, very heartwarming. All right. And what a great female lead. What an amazing actress and talent Sarah Michelle Gellar is. Uh just exemplary. I like the show's premise if you don't know. It's kind of like if you can imagine, and I heard this summarized really well like this. If you can imagine a scene in a scary movie where a little tiny blonde woman is walking home, maybe she left a study group late, maybe she's leaving a party, who knows, but it's very dark and she's going down a dark alley. And in any other scary movie, the big bad guy is going to come up behind her and scare her to death. But in Buffy's case, she turns around and whoops the ever living crap out of him, beats his ass, And I just think the premise of that that the innocent victim, you know, the damsel in distress, turning that on its head is just so brilliant and so cool. So it was just such a great show. I'm actually watching Angel now, which is the spinoff. And so I'm a couple episodes into that, and it is also really well written, really good. So I'm excited to watch that. There are 5 seasons of that. Sorry. So that should be cool. So I think that's all we're gonna squeeze out of this one. I have 9 minutes, but you know what? Let's not push it. I'm gonna go ahead and rebirth it, and then I'll have a handful of more stones. But again, I just wanted to get this lab point. So let's get it. Yay! So lab point achieved. Complete a rebirth in 1 hour. Let me go ahead and get those quests. Why not? All right, so this one is for 1 hour. Let's see what the next one is. 45 minutes. We could have totally done that. We had a really good clip today. I am not going to push it though. I am exhausted. And that's really all I wanted to kind of show you guys today was, what I do to move to the next level. So we went from point 3 to point 4 today. We got into the 10K machine lab. So I'm going to go ahead and get stuff since I have a second now that I'm not too worried about my next lab point just yet. And what am I trying to say? My brain is just done, y'all. So sorry. Yeah, and I just want to kind of knock this out before I switch back to my main and let her run all night. So, or should I don't know if I should let this guy go. I might do that. I might let this account stay up and actually let my alt kind of, or my primary take a break because she hasn't taken a break in like a year. I've been playing this game solidly 24/7 for like a year and some change probably. So, yeah, she deserves a break. She's got all of her pets for this level. She's maxed out literally everything except for, except for some of her walls, not walls, but her carts. So that should be fun. I think I have a new Discord person, so please feel free to leave any questions that you have or jump on the VC. I am going to go ahead and get my Jesus Christ. Like I keep getting scared today. I was like, like I'm streaming to Twitch and Kick and YouTube and stuff. So I have those little auto things, and every time they go off, it's so loud. So I was like, like all night. But how are you doing? How's it going?
I went and bought some wine because I feel like what I actually need is to
Have some
honestly
wine.
loosen up. I think that's all that they need, unironically. I went to grab some wine.
There's nothing wrong. We are grown ass women. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that at all. Oh my gosh. You said
Chilling right now.
yeah, you came on the last night because this was relaxing.
Yeah, because last night I so entertained by the main server that like I stayed up all night because this person
Hmm.
was a Bernie supporter, but he was going on a rampage on like conspiracy theorists for like 6 hours,
Whoa.
and I was very, very entertained. Like I just sit there and just listened. It's like,
Interesting.
yeah, that was interesting indeed.
I don't even know what to I don't even know what to say to some people like that. Like what was were his conspiracies about Bernie, or was he just a Bernie
Jeez.
supporter who had conspiracy
He
theories?
was a Bernie supporter. He was a Bernie supporter. And had a lot of conspiracy theories about the Jews. He
Okay.
even had like a map of like each topic too, and
Uh-huh.
he was screen sharing all of like his evidence. And
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
it was a whole thing.
Good Lord.
And like I was just like very intrigued that like you have a lot of time in your
Sounds like it. It sounds like it.
hands.
Yeah, I don't
So
know. I'm not I don't know. I feel like my thing when it comes to conspiracy theories is this. I agree with you. Yes. I think you're right. Not only that, but I try to take it a step further, like depending on whether or not I want to entertain the conversation at all. If I don't want to entertain the conversation, okay, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Sure. There's lizard people in Congress. I believe it. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, okay. No wonder they live so long and it's perfect. It makes perfect sense.
mm-hmm.
But if I really want to like push it, I'll out crazy them. I'd be like, "Oh, there's lizard people in Congress. You think you think you're actually a human being? Have you not seen the genetic studies that show that we're actually all lizard people? Like, or so, I don't know, like just whatever." People would be like, "Oh, the Earth is flat. So you think there's really a Earth? you think
Yeah,
you think this is real? This is more like the Matrix, Like I'll take it times 10 wherever you're going and just out crazy the
yeah.
crazy.
And I legit was like, I was about to like jump in, and then I was like, I'm just gonna listen. I'm just damn. I legit told them just like go bake, go like go like if you're truly interested, go read, like
Yes,
get a better hobby.
exactly. I'm gonna send you this was him right here. The Charlie gif.
pretty
Oh
much,
my gosh.
pretty much.
I think that's hilarious. I think that's hilarious. Another thing I guess I don't really understand is like especially for people who are 9/11 people or even flat earthers. I kind of feel like, okay, listen, you genuinely require me to believe that these two buildings that were hit with a plane in front of our very eyes and were on fire in front of our very eyes just couldn't have collapsed on their own from the damage that they received, or you genuinely want me to believe that the government has created this conspiracy of sending people to the moon, but not really. Like it was all in a studio. They put all this money and time and effort into creating this farce. And you want me to believe all that in order for me to believe that the government lies to us? Like it requires that much for you to feel like our government is is untruthful sometimes? Like like it takes a lot less for me. I don't know why your bar is that fucking high, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was just very is interesting because he thought that like Judaism and Buddhism are together and they're the same thing, and it was like a whole thing. But he kept going back to the Jews, and I'm just like, I was
They
just like,
always go back to the
I,
Jews.
I, 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 I. He ended up getting banned, but I just like, oh man.
my god.
I question you. I refuse to believe you're a Bernie supporter because you can't be that far gone.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things where okay, Jews and Buddhists are the same. Okay. What difference does this make on anybody's life if you're not Jewish or a Buddhist? And I think those are a very small population percentage of at least the American population. So I'm not too
Mhm.
worried about this, but I don't
Yeah.
understand. You know?
So I'm disappointing the Juju community tonight.
Well,
At
thank
least
you.
those two
Yes, come
servers.
here. Come in. You
And
you should go get this game. It's so fun. I love it. Very relaxing. Very chill. It's relaxing, but it's addictive. Like I started playing this like a year ago, and I literally have it on 24/7 at all times. It's amazing because it's so mathy. Do you like do you like math?
I mean, I don't mind math.
Yeah.
The games I played with those require like math games.
Hmm.
I ironically have to play chess in fourth grade. That was like a majority of like our like fucking class was chess.
Mm.
Cribbage helped me with addition,
Mm.
so I grew up with cribbage. And then lately I've been playing Supermarket
Mm.
Simulator. I don't know if you know that game at all.
I
Not,
I
but it's
I do
basically you
not.
get to
It sounds right up my alley though, to be honest with you.
but basically you own a shop. You get to price like how much you want to pay, how much customers will pay like your grocery store, and then you earn like the when you level up,
Mm.
you get to earn like things so like extra storage. Eventually, you might hire a like restocker, a cashier,
Mm.
and basically you are like the boss of your store, and you get to earn. And like eventually, you might end up like getting expanding to like a big ass supermarket too.
Mm.
So it's like,
Nice.
yeah.
I love stuff like that. You know what's so funny is like I love stuff like that, and I feel like I would be like such a Sims person, you know, or even like a tycoon person,
Mm-hmm.
like one of those tycoon games. And I literally have just never played them. I really need to sit down and just play those, like figure those out, because I love stuff like that. I love like I don't know why, like I love simulator games. I love um not role play. I don't know what category of Sims like, I guess.
Sims
I
is
love
more
stuff like that.
simulator, yeah. Because
Yeah.
like in Sims 4, I
Sims,
have a lot of the
simulator.
DLCs. It's unironically the most game. It's like the most like I most money I spent in the game,
Oh wow,
unironically.
yeah.
Um, but it's like you get to create a
Wow.
family. There's like within the Sims community, people actually role play
Mm,
like each family, so each person has like a story. And
mm,
like there's certain communities that make like storylines within like the family
mm-hmm.
and then post on YouTube, right? Like, um, for example, I have a fucked up family, and I make this as a joke, um,
What do
but
you mean?
it's called the Zuckerberg family.
No, you didn't. Is it actually based on the Zuckerberg? That would
Yeah,
be so based.
you might. So the family is okay. The father is Jeffrey. Uh, Jeffrey. There's Jeffrey Epstein, but it's Jeffrey Zuckerberg.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then you have, and then,
Uh-huh.
and then the mother is Melina Zuckerberg, which is Trump's wife.
Oh, God.
And then the kids,
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm very fucked. Um, okay, the family goes um Trump Zuckerberg, Joe Zuckerberg, um, see, um, I'm trying to remember too. Um, fucking Obama, Zuckerberg,
Obama Zucker.
um, hold on, Joe.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
what's his name? What is his name? That's a serial killer. Hold on, I'm trying to remember his
Charlie,
name.
Charlie,
He's,
Ted,
no,
Ted,
Ted. Yep, Ted.
Ted Zuckerberg.
Ted Zuckerberg.
Oh my
And
god.
then I have um
Obama is taking me out,
I
okay?
have Hillary. I have Hillary Zuckerberg and then Taylor Zuckerberg, which is Taylor Swift.
Oh my
And
god.
then Hillary is Hillary Clinton.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
But
So what?
basically I made it so that Ted, which I found this out as time goes on, Ted loves Taylor Swift.
Mm.
Obama loves Taylor Swift. Obama and um, Donald does not like each other. Donald also does not like any of them other than Joe. He actually likes Joe, which is shocking. Jeffrey is very money hungry.
Mm.
Melina pressures Hillary to be kind of perfect.
Hmm.
And then Taylor's off in her own bubbly world and is probably the only good person in the
Oh
family.
my god. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I
The things they do
I love it.
with sense.
No, I definitely have to check it out. Again, that's so up my alley. But like even though even though Taylor is the only good thing in your world, I am starting to have my doubts. I used to be like a real Swiftie, not like really, really, but
I
like
my biggest probably my biggest gripe with Taylor,
mhm.
even though she has like the biggest influencer, I think to a certain extent, I think money can corrupt like people that
Yeah.
used to have been like decent human beings. Does that make sense?
Oh,
But
for
like I have to
sure.
also like
Yes.
I also have to commend her though. Is that she's like the only singer to like the amount of money she has. She gave all of her employees like 100K like dollars worth of like bonus after like the tour.
No, I
Which like
saw
nobody has really
that.
given
Yeah, and she
yeah.
gave her
I
drivers like a huge bonus and
yeah.
also like
Right.
people don't
Like
know this, but when every single city that she visits, she donates like heavily to their food banks. Like she's a wonderful
yeah.
in the past. She has proven to be a very wonderful person, but like
Yeah.
her recent behaviors, you're only judged by what you last did, and what she's last done has really just it's been again it's just been sus. It's just been a little sus.
I
Um
yeah, I think there's I feel like this goes with like every white person I've ever
yeah, see,
met
yes, there it
that
is.
lives in the South.
I mean,
That's
I think every
there
white
is some
person,
hatred.
period.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What?
I think every white person,
What?
period. Like I've had relationships with um people in Ireland who became problematic, with the
Oh,
rise of MAGA and all this stuff.
well, one of the things that like I've been pushing back a lot of liberals and white liberals is that like I said to them lately the discourse with so far with like even like the fucking primaries
Hmm.
of Crockett and Tallarico is like the main reason why like I actually believe you all need to start talking to black liberals a lot more.
See,
I fully believe that. Yeah.
I agree. And it's even beyond that. I think they need to really do some self reflection. Like I was even watching Soy Pill the other day, and he was talking about, it was like an old video where he was reviewing some of those what is what is Ben Shapiro's media company or whatever? Is it Ben Shapiro? What's the guy? Anyway, there's some really like right wing media company, and they started their own like streaming service, and so he was reviewing some of their stuff, and they have this one movie that they did where this guy like he's trying to do this documentary where he's trying to act like he's a white guy who genuinely wants to understand like racism. So he starts to go to all these like DEI and CRT programs and uh that tackle race. And so Soy Pill was watching him go to these like uh implicit bias courses and stuff. And he just had to fucking issue this caveat like every single time. Like, well, yeah, what these people are saying is crazy. Everybody's not racist, and so what these people are saying is crazy. But the way that this guy tries to go about, getting a gotcha on them, that's wrong. And it's like, no, no, what's so crazy about that? What's so crazy about what these people are saying? Like there was a thing where they were at this dinner, and they asked the question, the leaders of the group asked the question, who here is racist? And the leaders raised their hand, and a couple of the, like, it was like white women at the table, they raised their hand. And again, Soy Pill's like, see, this is, of course, this is so ridiculous. And it's like, these are people who are admitting to their own shit, like, why would that be ridiculous? Just because you don't have the ability to have any sort of self-reflection yourself? Like that, I just feel like that's one thing that really fucking sucks about the right being so openly bigoted, is that now the people on the left who absolutely still hold on to their own racisms and isms and misogynies and whatever
Yeah.
else, they feel no need, no desire to interrogate that at all. And it's mind-boggling to me.
So, Foliage panoramically, like, DM'd me. It was like, I'm not liking your ex post. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, all of the fucking reposts that you have on X are people that have specific takes on, like, this one specific thing. And I said, listen, just because you see Republicans um saying monkey and all of this shit does not warrant for other people on the left who have not done that similar thing and call it like they weren't being racist. There's a different kind of level of racism. It's like
Yeah.
when you mean, it's like you are putting a standard for black politicians
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to this cracker thing, right? Of like
Mm-hmm.
what is electable and what is not. You don't do
Exactly.
this. You don't, like, no one has done it towards any other demographic other than black people. See
Exactly.
it with Harris. Now you're seeing this with Crockett.
Exactly.
Um, so if a lot of black creators are like, good luck with that. Also, a lot of black creators are like, you want to challenge Jeffries? Good luck with that,
Mm-hmm.
right? You are already creating this fucked up messaging to a certain demographic. Is that I'm willing to push you guys away
Mm-hmm.
in order to get the thing that you want.
It's
But while also you're
crazy.
using the exact same tactics that black people have always done throughout the black movement.
You
Like
know,
how, like,
yeah, you're hitting the
yeah.
nail on the head. Keep going. Yeah.
And so fully just like, huh. And I was like, do you see why this is problematic? Why a lot of black liberals came out of the fucking gate with this mediocre man comment, and why they're all pissed?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fact that one, we unironically will believe a black woman, like that's just like that's a non-starter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then also it's like a lot of people do not understand historically. A lot of white people would pit black men against black women. They do this all the time. So
Yes,
you add
ma'am.
that historical context,
Yep.
and then you also add the fact that like a lot of people tend to do backhanded comments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that, right? There has to be something racially charged there, which I think believe it was. But
Mm-hmm.
then he waited for a day and then said, "No, I think this conversation mischaracterized. I meant his campaign, not him as a person."
Mm.
Whether you have criticisms about the campaign or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, why did you wait for a day? And then two, it's like, why did you say it to a critic?
Mm-hmm. Well, we
Why
know
did you
why,
do it?
right? We know why.
Yeah,
They might not know why, but we know why. And it's
yeah. So like
infuriating.
I told Tribun as well. Is like I'm not looking for an if Tallarico wins this primary. And he goes, why? And I go, you're setting up a premise to
Mm-hmm.
the far extremist right left that like white people are electable.
Right.
Therefore, I will always pick white people over black people. That
Right.
insinuates, right? You are willing to fight against fascism
Mm-hmm.
by pushing the very people in your base that you need.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for the record, and I told him specifically, it was like, if you look at the Harris demographic, 85%, 85, 86
Mm-hmm.
of people, black people, voted for Harris.
Mm-hmm.
And 12% around there voted for conservatives. Your majority of your Democratic base is black people.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really willing to sacrifice that?
Right. The thing is, yes, they are. Yes, because they again they think they're the moral party here. They think they're the ones who are being better and being more I don't know, like they think they're being more righteous and more noble. Like of course we just want to go against Trump. We just that's all we want is to get rid of Trump and by any means necessary, by any means necessary. And so if that means disenfranchising you for a little while, just for a little bit, just for now, until we get what we want, and then we'll start thinking about you again. It's like, no, that's not really how it works. That's not really how it's ever worked. And also like the fact that we're repeating history, but they don't realize it. They genuinely think all this shit is the first time any of this has happened. Like well, like they think, oh, ICE is in our cities killing us. Okay, the police have been in our cities killing us. Oh, they're trying to take away our rights. Yeah, they tried to take away our rights. Oh, they're trying to, make it difficult for our women to be able to practice bodily autonomy. They've fucking, sterilized us. Like literally fucking everything they're complaining about everything everything is just repeating a history that they refuse to see and or they just don't. I think it's just fucking sad because I think the core of racism is that you just don't see this race outside of your own as even being a human being. And I think that's really what's the saddest thing about seeing people be racist on the left is like They don't see our struggles as being the real struggles. They don't see Keith Porter as being the first real victim of ICE. No, it was the white woman. It was, like it's literally, it's just sad to me because, and it's one of those things where they will probably, probably never really ever have to even confront these things about themselves, you know? And it's just, it's maddening. It's maddening. It's even to be in the organization that we're in, it's great. Like I'm glad to be here. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change the fact that I'm here. But like to already be in a position where um, I'm I'm obviously the most experienced person with XYZ. So if I say something, it, you know, it should be kind of it. It should be trusted. It should be understood that I'm doing this based on the fact that I clearly have done this for years. I'm older than all of y'all. And yet I'm still questioned. I'm still uh, triple checked. I'm still, uh, I'm still not believed until someone else says it. Like it's literally the same fucking shit I get everywhere else, but in a place that genuinely believes it's a safe space. you know? So it's absolutely wild to me. But like again, who are you gonna say this to except for you? Except for people like us? So yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it
It
is what
is what
it
it
is.
is. Yeah.
I lost my mind personally, talking to people because casual was like, what would you have as, how would you have as data? Like, I don't know. But they took casual, this in particular, and he was like, that's rough. He, like, Swift was rough. And like the thing I said is like, okay, if this is what you want to do, particularly for Texas, for this context for the Texas race, right? You're going to need to tell Black people and have Democrats message in a way that come across that says, hey, I will still, we, your table is still welcomed here.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the only time we're going to say this is electable. You're going to need to do in the messaging that will fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we see this pattern with people that we find very, like, fun, right? Like, this is
Mm-hmm.
like why, like, um, Jeffries,
Mm-hmm.
um, wanting to challenge Jeffries is very rough. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know.
No, I agree.
Black History Month. Happy,
Right.
happy,
And you doing
happy
this
Black History
during
Month.
Black History Month? Exactly. Exactly. I will say like I love being in the UK where Black History Month is in October. So we get, the a full 31 days. And yeah, they do it up here. It's so much better over here, I swear to God. Like and all America even really has to do is they should have just followed in the trajectory of England because if you think about it, England like they kind of were for a while. Like England abolished, transatlantic slave trade and then America did about what like 25, 30 years later and then England
I didn't
emancipated all their
wish we stayed
slaves.
with.
Yeah.
Mm,
No, just saying we should have
I
stayed
didn't
in
wish we
lockstep.
stayed with England until after. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So we just diverged
yeah.
around the Ronald Reagan years, I'm guessing. That demon.
I think that would. I think that would change a lot of shit. Cause like my thing and a lot of people, I think it's probably one of more like crazy takes is that we should have done what we did with the Confederacy after the Civil War.
Mhm.
Should have punished them, but like I understand like the counterpoint of like we don't want like the Israel Palestine shit where like there's a resentment within each other.
Mm.
Um, I understand like the that part, but fucking Andrew Jackson
Mhm.
made things worse. It was a deconstruction period,
Absolutely.
reconstruction period. But yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, the thing that kills me with the whole Reconstruction period is that um, it had almost nothing to do with white people. Like it was literally about black people coming together and trying to rebuild and grow communities and where there were cool white people, there was so much um like in Wilmington where they had uh like so much like cross pollination with their like working class people. Um, they even had like a multiracial, uh, like what do you like their city council and their local government was mixed race and um, so it was possible, it's doable. But then you have stuff like um, Tulsa, just literally like so many examples of like the California where they were paving over fucking uh, whole communities and stuff. And um, where was it down in Texas? They would like flood, like literally build dams to flood black communities that finally built up from um, slavery and even all the way into civil rights. They just obliterated these communities. So it's always like black people have to fight so hard, not only because they're not helping us, but they're actively hurting us. So like they're actively trying to tear down, you know, whatever any kind of little thing we do build. Um, and then to see that still happening, still happening today is absolutely crazy sauce. But like again, like what can you really even do? What can you even really do about it? Like have you ever thought about like what is the solution to this? Like what do we actually like how can we get them to see that we have been treated like the canaries in the coal mine, but it's like they didn't want to actually listen or look to us. So now that all this shit is actually happening to them, we're in the same way that the government, you know, flew in and blew up Black Wall Street and sent, agents in to kill people in Wilmington and stuff. Like, this is what the federal government's doing to you today, white people. You didn't think that that was possible because you didn't see black people as actual people or something. Like, it's absolutely nuts to me. So I feel like if we've been the example, they just haven't been paying attention. Um, We've been trying to tell them. They're just not listening. So, like, what is the solution to actually getting them to change? If not, for them to just have to fucking go through it, for them to have to get shot, for them to have to, like, uh, fight the government, Like, I don't know. I have no idea. It's a weird feeling.
It is.
Yeah.
We move on.
Mm.
Lately, I've been finding a lot of our left people lately,
Mm-hmm.
in Discord, and they were like, "Why did Black people, um, like you so much?" And I was like, "Do you want? Are you legitimately? Are you memeing, or are you legitimately like actually wanting to know?" And he was like, because I do want to know. And they said, you have to understand that like Jewish people and Black people have a very interconnected relationship
Mm-hmm.
here in America.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because if you look at like even like Palestine and like Israel movement, you have Black people and Jewish people, more so Black people than Jewish, if we're being honest here,
Mm-hmm.
that like have like they have pushed a lot of movements historically and have been the backbone on like a lot of like our like quote unquote progressive like things that we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the civil rights movement, the um like interracial LGBTQ plus community, that like everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um and he was like, well, that's not true. And I ended up just like, well,
What?
let's
That's
go,
not
let's
true.
go.
That's not true? Wow. What a challenge. Like, what a. And why? Why would you be contrarian to a fact? Like, that's insane to me. Wow.
um, it's I've noticed a lot of people do not realize how connected Jewish people are to like the Black history, which
Mm-hmm.
is not surprising, but yet it's like yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like all the people who get so mad about, Israel existing, it's like they fail to understand that it's our fault, you know? Like America had a very, very deep hand in dismissing and turning away Jewish people, um, and ignoring their plight, even at the heights of what was going on in World War II, um, to the point where, even though the Holocaust didn't necessarily initiate their search for a new homeland, it definitely helped secure, um, the whole process of them getting, the land that they bought in Palestine in the first place. What's now Palestine in the first place. And so it's kind of like, okay, well, if we had been better stewards of, you know, our our role as the world's police, and the world's moral center, supposedly, we wouldn't have even had this issue because we would have housed and supported and taken care of all these Jewish people who didn't get that, and so then moved into, the process of making Israel a thing. And so it just, yeah, it's our fault. So you're mad because you did it? Like, okay, sure, okay. It's so stupid. Kai, what is your nationality? Like, or not your nationality, but like, what is your ethnicity?
Black and white,
Black and white?
yeah.
Okay. Which is your mother white?
But my mom's white and my dad's Black.
Okay. That's my daughter. My oldest daughter's mom is white and her dad is black. But this one, of course, is um um her mom. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks lately. Sorry, my tummy's growling. I've been seeing a lot
Yeah,
of TikToks
but
lately
like
about that.
it's, yeah, I weirdly enough, that's like all of it. Like I was raised in the foster system, so like that's basically all that I know. Although I did ancestry and I come from a line with most of my heritage is in South Africa.
Oh, really?
And then I only have like 3% that is French. Okay,
Really?
that is
Okay.
to make I make the joke I'm from Paris. Even though it's not true.
That's dope. I like that though.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. So how old were you when you went into foster care? If you don't mind me asking, I don't.
2 years old.
How old?
Two.
2?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, man. I didn't know that.
Two till I aged out. So
Good Lord, baby.
yeah.
I swear, like that, I think that was the hardest part about going to like foster classes from the other side, like as a foster parent. Like, I just wish I could have gotten every single last one of these kids. Like, every single last one. I wish I had a big enough house, like to just
Yeah.
be everybody's mom. Because it's so heartbreaking. It is really heartbreaking to, because they're kids, they're little kids, they're children. You shouldn't have to feel, like that's it for you. Like we would go to these like what do you call them? Like they're like almost like speed dating, but for kids. And we only went to one because it felt like the most unethical shit ever. Like you're literally like getting like it's nice, you're getting to meet these kids and see if there's like a real connection or whatever with these children and stuff. Um but our whole thing was like, look, we want kids who are adoptable. We didn't really care about age or anything, but we just wanted kids who were adoptable. And so they were like, oh, you should come to these things, you should come to these things. And like none of the kids are adoptable because like they have like situations where they're still dealing with their parents, which was I think would have been fine if we were in a different place, but we just wanted like to do the foster to adopt thing. So we felt awful because we were meeting these kids, and they're wonderful, but like we knew we weren't going to move forward, so we just felt like assholes. Like you don't want to get a kid's get their hopes up about anything. And I feel like they put us in a position where we were doing just that. And I don't know, it was just heartbreaking. I'm glad I got to know and meet some of them, but like golly, like I felt like if I were on the other side of that and I'm being paraded in front of these fucking people, like I'm some kind of fucking puppy, like it just I would have been a little pissed. And so we just never did that again. We never did that again. But
Here's like even more fucked.
say that one more time.
You want to hear something that's like even more fucked?
Oh God. Yes, go ahead.
I showed this to Anne because like she at the time she only knew me, and she knew that like I've done debates against people who are anti-adoption,
Mhm.
um, on TikTok Spaces or whatever,
Mhm.
and so this fucking site I'm gonna send to you the side chat.
Okay.
Fucking wild. So if you go through the state to like adopt kids, you could literally shop.
Yeah. Yes. No, absolutely. We
If
had
you
these
if
in
you
North
want,
Carolina.
and she was like, no way. It's like, yeah, if you go through the state to adopt, they literally you're shopping kids,
Yeah.
unironically.
Yeah. No, I like this is everywhere. We had these sites in North Carolina. And again, you just like you feel it just feels icky. It feels so icky. It feels so icky. But at the same time, again, I understand, like what else are you going to do? What else can you do? Like it's like I'm glad that there's something out here where, people can meet these kids who do need a place to go, but like it still doesn't mean I don't feel weird. It just feels so weird. But especially for like the older kids, like I don't know. Like I would worry about anybody who wants to pick a cute 15-year-old off of a site to bring to their home. Like I don't know. I feel like that needs to be a little different.
Yeah, I guess my main issue is like I know what jail is like, right? Like
Mm,
because there weren't enough beds, for example,
mm-hmm,
I had to be, and at the time they did not realize that like the bed was not like the juvie bed was not available yet.
mm-hmm.
So they had to put me in jail for overnight. That shit was wild.
I think you told me about that. You said it was actually it wasn't jail, but you said there was a like a institutionalized place that was actually better than some of the foster homes that she'd been in. Was that you that I was talking to?
Mm, probably.
Because I,
Wouldn't be surprised. There are institutions that are better than the foster homes, but I will say there's some institutions that are worse than the actual foster homes.
mm,
I
mm,
but like the thing is with like foster care, on like the other flip side is that like you tend to like if there's no like foster homes available, you go automatically into like a group home or
mm-hmm,
automatically to juvie. Um, just automatically.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And that is sad.
Yeah,
Oh, goodness.
very much. That's like ironically, and me it was like there was I should have done this, but like I sometimes meme and say, yeah, it kind of feels like very interesting. It's like, oh, so you've been to jail before? And it's like, yeah. It's like, what for? Um, because there wasn't a bed available. It's like, oh, so you were poor? It's like, no, more so like I had no other place to go.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Good Lord.
But I will say there are some inmates, that like protected me with their lives because I was a minor.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, they were like, no,
Oh my
why are you
gosh.
here? No,
That's crazy. And don't get me started on the
very
whole
crazy.
incarceration
Yeah.
prison system shit. Oh my God. My cousin, he actually he murdered someone when he was 17. Thing is, it was like in defense of another person, but they didn't care. This was Texas. So he went to jail for 17 years. So he was in jail for as long as he was alive when he went into jail. And oh my God, when he got out, just the stories that he told me were fucked. Like in some ways, like he did really well for himself. Um, like he had like guards were like his girlfriends. Like he was able to kind of hustle inside, and he was okay. But like not everybody's okay. Especially in like a Texas penitentiary. Like Jesus fucking Christ. Like so I don't know, it's literally like it's one of those things where we feel the racisms of, people looking at us and seeing a black person and being like, okay, they immediately disqualify us as being human beings, whether they know it or not, whether they feel that that's what they're doing or not. But it's so overt with prisoners. It's like they're told as soon as you are a criminal, you're like not even a person anymore. You're not a human being at all to anyone, really. And so it's just That's devastating to me. So to know that you, as a poor child, not a poor child, but like as a poor little baby Kai, you know, you had to be like guilty by association just because you were, having to go to jail for a totally different reason. But I still can't imagine how that could have, altered perceptions around you and
It
stuff.
was,
Yeah.
I mean, I was what, 14, 15, but like,
Mm,
um, what was interesting is that the guards there, I had
mm-hmm.
way more privileged. Like, I had way, like, compared to
Good.
everyone else, I had way more
Good.
leeway. I had better food, even though that like made a lot of people jealous. But that's besides the point. Um,
Uh-huh. That's good. That's good. I mean, you gotta take the joy where you can, like that's definitely good. But still, I just hate that you had to go through those things, but I'm glad that you are who you are, because of or despite, in spite of. Like you're a cool person. Like even to be like a moderator or even a community director, like that entails those both entail someone who like has to contain a certain degree of empathy that is far beyond your average person, you know. So it's like, wow, okay, you know, it could have been very easy, I would imagine, to uh, be a much more hateful person than um, not than you are, but then you have every right to be. So
okay, for sure.
yeah.
But I've said this to who did I said this to? I put this to unfortunate couple people. It's like, you guys knew my lore. You guys would understand I came from like a
Mm,
long way, right? Like used to be very like I used to be a black supremacist. Um, it's
mm,
weird because like used to be a black supremacist. Used to be very anti-man.
mm-hmm,
Like um, anger management was 100% there.
mm,
But like yeah. Um, if you knew my lore, you knew my lore. And then some Portrait asked me, "It's like, how did you not become this?" Like, honestly, experience, like positive experience.
yeah.
But I understand it's not for everyone because for me, I had nothing but bad experience growing up.
Oh,
So
yeah. Well, how
yeah,
how do you
so
feel today? Like, how are you now? Like, now that you're kind of on the other
I
side, like, how are you?
I feel like every day is a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of like my beliefs, right? Like especially the 2024 election,
Mm,
um
yeah.
I had a lot of different beliefs. But like actually challenged me because it was like, well, you ain't shit. Men ain't shit. We like you telling me you just let a sexual assaulter be a president?
All right.
Like that doesn't right? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
shit. As a survivor, fuck you. Okay.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Like, oh my God. Yeah, like I definitely I won't say I went into a depression, but it was very depressing. And I guess it's just
I
yeah, go ahead.
was I was a state organizer and like the state lead, and I was mentioning the whole Minnesota. But like I had I couldn't afford to breathe. I think I went one night where I like cried like nonstop because I was
Mm,
just like, fuck me, I hate my life. I like wasted 3 months of my life for this. Fuck
Oh,
this.
gosh. Girl, you know I feel
And
you.
then I like impulsively bought a fucking plane ticket to San Francisco
Mm-hmm.
for vacation right after. Yeah, the retreat because I said
Yeah.
fuck it. Who needs fucking a holiday during the holidays? Just take one early.
Right. No, I agree.
I learned the wine in Minnesota ain't shit compared to California. I also learned that I need to stop bitching about prices compared to San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
Fucking In and Out. Never had it. I refuse to about because of the prices over there.
I don't think I've
God, I will bitch about California prices.
no, I didn't like
Absolutely
anything about California.
ungodly. Only
Um,
thing I like about it is like San Francisco, like their wine is like chef's kiss.
yeah, I don't
And
like
I'm a
wine,
very
so
wine person.
I don't like wine at
Oh,
all.
I'm a wine person. Yeah.
I wish I were a wine person. I feel like especially in a few years ago for some reason that was like the thing that connected like moms especially. And so like
Well,
I was never part of those
wine is like
circles.
it's like just like calming. Right?
No,
Like a fireplace with wine and a book. Right? While
I
like the snow is falling. I don't know. Maybe that's too Minnesotan. Um, for me, for you, but
a little
mm,
bit. No, the real issue is that I don't think I've ever had a wine that I've felt actually tasted good, and then the calming effects that most people feel are are lost to me because like I have this weird tolerance where like to feel anything like I'd have to drink so much alcohol to feel a buzz or anything like anything. So it just I don't like how it tastes, so I can't it's hard for me to drink enough to actually, get those other benefits basically. So it just sucks. It just really sucks. I've never been able to really get into Hi darling. Oh hey, it's okay.
we
Yeah, no,
finally have a bank account, you guys.
good
We have a bank
job.
account.
Wait, you were
Don't
DGG?
ask people for money.
DGG or yourself?
DDGP. Yeah, we have a bank
Oh,
account
perfect,
now.
perfect. That's
Let's
great.
go.
I was about to say,
Now we can
Kai, that's
ask people
amazing.
for
You
money and be greedy.
No, that's
I have a
wonderful.
savings account. I refuse to and then I have cash up. I normally
Yeah.
have a savings account and then I take money out of my savings account and put it in my cash app. And that's like my sit amount for the rest of the month because I will overspend. Um
No, that's brilliant. I mean, in Cash App,
I
you get a card.
yeah,
It's basically a a
yeah,
checking account. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm glad those things
But I
exist.
tend to like overspend, yeah. Yeah.
No, that's
And it's
good
super
though.
super easy too in
Yeah.
terms of like
Yeah.
phone as well.
I will say, like, that's another point for the UK though. Like, their banking systems are amazing. Like, you don't have to wait for shit. Like, literally, I could be like, hey, I did this job for you. Here's my sort code. It's like a routing number and my account number. And
Yeah.
literally, as soon as you put the money in, seconds later, I have it. No hold period, no overnight, no wait, no nothing. Like you get it right away. This is such a nice thing than anything I've experienced over in America when it comes to banking or apps even. Like, oh, you want instant money? It's going to be another 3% of your money to send your money to yourself. Like it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. I don't think I've never seen an overdraft fee. I'm sure that exists, but like
it does exist within Cash App, but it's like very
No, I mean in the
trying
UK,
not
like
to. Yeah,
no, in the UK, no,
yeah.
they just don't take it out if you don't have it, you know, like who why is that such a novel? Why is it such a novel thing? Like, oh, you don't have the money in there, so we can't take out more than what you have. Like, what is this overdraft fee? Why would you overdraft in the first place when we can control this? It's absolutely insane. But that's just my soapbox for the day. But listen, girlfriend,
Yeah.
I am done. It's almost 2:30. Uh, I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Alrighty. Have a great rest of your night.
You
Thanks for
too.
talking with me.
No, it's always good to talk to you. And I'm just gonna leave this up so if you want to pop back in just for some relaxing Roblox
Yeah, for
content.
sure. You have a great rest of your night.
You too. See you, Kai.
See ya.
What a darling. I adore her. That is the person who made me the head moderator over the organization I was talking about before she came on, Digital Ground Game. So I know this is all about the Roblox, all about collect all pets, but of course, you are who you are, and who I am is a liberal, and so it's always going to come up. It's always going to come up. So if I'm playing this game, I'm still talking about politics probably. But yeah, so again, if you're American and you're feeling like you don't have an outlet for things you can do to compensate for what's going on with the current administration, you do. You have so much you can do. So yeah, if you're feeling that way, I would recommend going to digitalgroundgame.org. That's an amazing organization that helps you to put your money where your mouth is, put your feet and boots on the ground. Um, so highly recommend it. But with that, I am just going to I'm going to stop the stream. I'm going to keep streaming on Discord, so make sure you use that QR code or go to shinies.withsophie.co, and again, you can join that channel if you want to watch my little pets work overnight. I'm going to switch to my primary account and just let that run. Actually, no. I said I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to give my primary a break. Sophie Fifofum, for the first time in like a year, will be offline. And this is with Sophie.co. That's a hint there for you. Go to withsophie.co. Uh, I'll leave her up. I'll put her in a public so she can hopefully make some money on 2X weekend. Again, I want to advance her enough so that I can go ahead and ascend my primary account. But that's all for me tonight because it is 2:30 on the dot, and I am gonna get this little one. I don't know if you can see her. This little one to bed. Alrighty, friends. Thanks.